So we're moving to Bitcoin Cash, the last cryptocurrency we're going to analyze today. And Bitcoin Cash actually increased a lot during the recent days. So we see here a massive surge from 6.5 to over 1.4K. And this is a really big movement, more than 100% in just 1 month. That's amazing, but once again, for crypto, it's it's something you can expect. So what I like and I don't like about this situation, once again, the downward trend line was broken, but this is kind of similar for all crypto we analyzed and for the market itself right now. What I like also is that we saw some volume increase during the growth, and this is a good thing. Even though it's much weaker point, if we saw some big volume here, that usually means that some massive institutional, not institutional, but just massive investors, accumulated a big position. When we saw a situation like this, it actually means that people started, retail investors start accumulating their positions, and this is a weaker signal. Even though you can find that many technical books like this signal, like this situation, I found the signal to be much weaker than volume spikes and much less indicative. So even though it's a good situation, it's not that good if we saw spike, but it's still better than spike on Ethereum with the price decrease. So there wasn't such volume spikes. So this situation seems to be much more stable, even though percentage are about to drop from the overbought area. So if we scale in, we're gonna see that the price is actually moving in a really narrow range right now, and there is some triangle here. You can see it quite well. Once again, close to apex, but yeah, really close to apex, but still good. And I would suggest you to monitor Bitcoin Cash pretty closely because percentage R is about to leave oversold on hourly chart, and this situation might indicate that a new upward wave approaching. So I would most likely say that we can expect upward wave simply because we had a uptrend before. We had some volatility decrease over here. We have percentage R that is actually quite low. So I would say that these two charts a little bit contradict itself, and that actually means that hourly chart might be a scary thing to do without a confirmation from the overall bigger trend, but still the situation is much more stable and much more comfortable comparing to Ethereum and actually even comparing to Bitcoin. And I would suggest you to consider, if you think about buying something, maybe buying Bitcoin Cash would be a better idea than to buy Bitcoin. So this is it. I hope you liked the series for today. This were our first series. This was first time I wrote my analysis in the video at all. So I hope you like it, and